Hello, my dear viewer. Pleasure to have your company. Thank you for choosing the national broadcaster. It's always a pleasure to have your company, and happy to be here to serve you. My name is Sandra Kahundi, and proud to be bringing you a guest for the day. This is a special edition. I should let you know about it. It's more to do with the government initiatives, and what's amazing is that you can also tap into what the government has in store for you. And today's discussion really draws on us having the economic empowerment in the communities and, of course, on an individual basis. This lovely episode, I am joined by Honorable Kasolo. Yes, you can expect great things coming from him, and we're tracking down or having a follow-up conversation on as far as Emyoonga is concerned. You've had the bias, but I know there are loads and loads of success stories. There are other initiatives that are coming in place. Government is thinking about you, the citizens, and that is to do with the PDM parish development model. But our focus this time around, I want us to have a conversation, him giving us more or reminding us more about the objectives of the Emyoonga, or if there are success stories and how has it benefited you, the viewer, the citizen. We're tracking down the implementation of this particular program. Happy to have your company, Honorable.
Thank you.
How have you been, and how is your seat? Because I know everyone looks at you and expects lots of things from you.
Of course, we are there to support Ugandans. We are occupying their office. It is a public office, so it is not for me, it is just there to serve them. Yes.
Before we go into our conversation today in regards to Emyoonga, getting to find out how it has enabled or empowered the citizens out there economically, just the national budget that was just read recently. I know you're tapping into the budget itself. There's a percentage that was given to Emyoonga itself, and those other initiatives that are focusing on empowering the Ugandans out there.
Emyoonga has 100 billion shillings, but this is just to complement what our people have been getting in the previous budgets. We started 18 circles in every constituency, of course targeting 18 categories. Ugandans must understand that Emyoonga is not for all Ugandans. Emyoonga is for 18 selected categories of enterprises. The border, the taxi operators, the carpenters, the welders, the tailors, the salon operators, the market vendors, women entrepreneurs, youth leaders, veterans, fishermen, of course press journalists, etc. So there are 18 categories. Because why I must clarify this, some people think that when we are talking about Emyoonga, that for them they are excluded, they have never benefited. People must complain. If you fall under those 18 categories and you have been excluded, then you are good to complain. And then we shall advise you how to tap into the opportunities. So there are 18 categories. And in every constituency, we mobilized the Ugandans to form, every category formed a circle, and in every constituency we formed 18 circles, and every circle received initial 30 million shillings as seed capital. But for elected leaders, because in every constituency, His Excellency directed that we also advise local elected leaders to form a circle so that they can also be supported. Now, the importance or the main gist of this initiative, first of all, we know that many Ugandans do not have access to credit because they lack collateral security. They don't have collateral security to present to banks to get credit. So His Excellency the President advised that we mobilize these Ugandans so that they form groups and government supports them. But it does not end at government support. We also encourage those members in those circles to also mobilize their own savings. I'm happy to inform Ugandans that courtesy of Emyoonga, members have mobilized close to 73 billion Uganda shillings Yes, Kasolo Emyoonga. So Ugandans, I have always said that Ugandans are not poor as we may think. They only lack. They need to be organized. Um, for instance, my friends that are in border industry, when you ask them how much they spend on, useless consumptions, I term them as useless consumptions because if they don't consume them, they still don't lose life. So they have always admitted that on a daily basis, each border cyclist spends at least 10,000 shillings. Can you imagine? 10,000 shillings is lost. It is lost. So when you deeply interact with them and you interest them in saving, they have actually admitted that they can at least save 2,000 shillings. So simple calculation, if there are 1,000 border riders at a stage, that means that they would collect 2 million every day. And in a month, it would be a lot of money, 60 million shillings. So that will give them 10 borders. But you see, they have not embraced this because no one has been there to mobilize them and also to interest them in saving. So this Emyoonga has two pillars, saving and seed capital. So government has extended seed capital to every Emyoonga formed. In every constituency, the initial capital every constituency received was 560 million shillings. Every constituency in Uganda. Now, His Excellency also directed that every financial year we shall be adding them additional CD capital. So in every constituency, now we have a budget of 360 million Uganda shillings. So when you add 360 million plus the other initial capital, it is close to $1 billion. And we shall be adding every financial.
Has there been like an overall impact when it comes on the economics? I love the fact that you're citing out statistics above 70 billion. Yeah, so have you like tracked down to find out the statistics of those communities that have been empowered?
Some of the categories that have really embraced saving culture are produce dealers. We have in Chegegwa, Chenjojo side, the performing circle that has exhibited good success is produce dealers circle. They have saved close to 200 million shillings. And also here in Imbalala produce dealers, I even gave them a motorcycle. They saved when I visited them, they had saved 250 Uganda million shillings. Cut of this Emyoonga program. So there are so many. The only categories that are really disturbing us, but we are still working with them and we are still encouraging them. The journalists have not performed well, and the youth leaders. But others, you see even women entrepreneurs in Rwampara, the best performing circle is Women Entrepreneurs Circle, Emyoonga Circle. So we have so many success stories. In Masaka, the local leaders, they have now mobilized the city capital from government plus their savings now goes beyond 300 million shillings. See, Ugandans must be advised to always listen attentively to government, because it is government that provides leadership and gives direction. So this government has always come up with so many government interventions. If you can talk about the previous interventions, His Excellency, you see, brought, you remember the Entandikwa? The Entandikwa, it was a lot of money. Then the plan for modernization of agriculture, NADS, youth entrepreneur, youth YLP, then women fund. we have had so many government interventions. But you see, Ugandans are addicted to getting free things from government and not properly utilizing them. Okay? So, the difference that this Emyoonga program has, we have repeatedly mobilized and sensitized the beneficiaries. Every other day, our people, our groups are in the field. So because now we want to see that at least the members that are within these categories, that are in these circles, all of them join circles. Because initially people had thought that this Emyoonga program was just there to, to accelerate campaigns, because it came at a time when all Ugandans were excited, and they were all in political mood. So we have actually faced that challenge, that people had mistaken it to be a political tool. But now, because of our continuous support, our continuous sensitization and capacity building, this now Ugandans have tried to embrace and believe that really this Emyoonga program is a reality. Yes, it's here to stand. It is a reality. Of course, after citing some of the members that have benefited, you see, Ugandans are good at first waiting to see who has benefited from this. So I must actually advise Ugandans that if you are mobilized by government, because this government has the mandate of Ugandans to lead this country, and also to support and solve many of the problems that are faced by Ugandans. I'm interested in seeing that all Ugandans have businesses, all Ugandans earn money at least every day. Because what bothers me is that there are few Ugandans that participate in economic activities. Others are just spectators. Okay? So government cannot look on. So we have now built this Emyoonga program and other programs like a PDM. We want to solve this problem. Because yes, we know that in order for someone to start a business, must have capital.
Are you speaking about the beneficiaries themselves and encouraging most of the Ugandans to take part in such initiatives? Is there collaboration, government and other financial institutions or stakeholders to follow up the beneficiaries themselves?
Of course, you see, fund manager of this program is Microfinance Support Center. But also we are in collaboration with other commercial banks, because these circles have accounts in those commercial banks. And I have actually asked those commercial banks to work with us, okay? Because if those accounts become dormant, they will certainly have no deposits. So we must work together to ensure that at least members save and their accounts are really loaded with savings. You see, if we have solved the problem of poverty, we must actually shift our way from training now to preaching, because poverty has been with us for so many years. And I want Ugandans to listen to me attentively. This program is not for government. When government, started this idea, we went and sold it to Ugandans, and they supported it. So they engaged themselves in joining the program. But now, there are some people who think that the existence of Emyoonga
is going to phase away at some point.
No, the existence of Emyoonga pushes them out of their business. There are so many money leaders everywhere that use to extort money from Ugandans. Okay, a Ugandan has a problem of just 1 million. He goes to a money lender. the money lender tells him to write an agreement as if he has sold his chibanja. So now, after the existence of with the existence of this program, these money lenders have no business. Now we are facing resistance, tough resistance from money lenders, and for me, I have really detected this. So the original intention of this program is to avail cheap credit, okay, so that now people can have access to cheap credit and start business, okay, because in all Emyoonga circles, if a member wants to get a loan, the charges are, the interest is 8% per annum. 8% per annum. It is almost free money. You get $1 million in a year, you have to pay interest 80,000, just 80,000. It is almost free money. So Ugandans must just protect the program. Number two, the money that government gave to these Emyoongas, government will never recover it from those people and take it to back to the treasury. It will remain within the circle. So, but what I encourage Ugandans, this money is not for selected people within the circle, the chairman, secretary, who. No, it is for all the members, the registered members within the circle. But it cannot benefit all the members at a go. So it has to first benefit like a few, because it is not too much. But what I encourage those that have taken the money, please, you pay it according to the agreement. For me, I'm here to support the circles to recover the money. I'm not recovering it from the members.
Take it back to the treasury.
No, I want to support in a recovery so that if it is brought back to the circle, other members can take it.
I love the bit that you said, the support from other financial institutions to still help with this initiative. Maybe something else, are you collaborating with the private sector to help the beneficiaries themselves maybe access market or get the support they really deserve?
It is the Minister of Trade that has to carry out that role, of course. And of course, we are working with Private Sector Foundation in Uganda. We support, and we are working together with the private sector. And when I say that we are collaborating with the commercial banks, these are private sector actors. Yeah, so we are together.
Some of the other steps that I know others thought it is something that will be here and later phase away and go away with other new initiatives coming up on
because
the PDM, but in the long term,
because
the sustainability.
Ugandans are used to that. And by the way, what disturbs me, they are happy with it. They do not know that these initiatives are here to support them. This government has so many programs, roads, health, education, but now wealth creation programs are specifically intended to support the creation of wealth by Ugandans. Just it puts money in someone's pocket directly. That's why His Excellency insisted that this money should not go through the districts, should not go through local governments. Let it leave the treasury and it goes directly to the members' accounts, so that members can sit and manage their own affairs. Government, what was
the long term, an enabling environment for the long term, that Emyoonga is here to stay,
yes,
that all of us will benefit from it.
Emyoonga is here to stay because now, number one, we have told you that in our budget, we have budget for Emyoonga in a very big, even in this budget that we have just laid, even next year's budget, even so many years to come, provided NRM is in power.
With the bias that comes out from the citizens themselves in various areas or various circles who are saying, I want to give up, people took the money and they're not maybe returning it. I don't see any transparency in this system.
People are complaining that once the money is sent to the districts, cows share that money. and the other government officials. Now the president insisted that the money now should go directly to the people. We have sent the money directly to the people. And now these are the guys, the leaders of the circle. These are the guys that were elected by the members themselves. Now, for me, I have developed two approaches. Number one, because I don't want to arrest them, because by arresting them, I would have taken back them to poverty. I'm in partnership with some radio stations, okay, in every sub-region, and I'm about to conclude this deal. I want to develop lists of those defaulters so that all presenters from morning up to evening for all the radio stations must read out these names just as a way of reminding them. And I think that those that, those human beings, okay, that are shy to be humiliated, will pay back the money. But now, those mitima jakalva, those strong, now those ones, I will have to arrest them. Because this money is not for, it did not leave Kampala just targeting specific few people within the circle. It is for all the people, and it must be treated as a revolving fund. So now, for instance, if I came with my 2 goats, I gave you one and my friend one, and we agreed that now if it gives birth, then the younger one should go to, you remain with the younger one, then it goes to, yes. And then for you just slaughtered and ate that goat, that development will have ended at you. So now we are very tough. If you took the money, Emyoonga money, you have not labored to pay back, well, and when the leaders tell you to pay back, you feel, no, for me, I have been supporting this government. Who are you to tell me to pay back the money? It was just Kasimo. For me, I'm going to come and make sure that, and either remind you or force you to pay back.
Amazing words from the Honorable right here, and I believe you had a lot of inspiration coming through, and he's so patriotic and wishes well for all the Ugandans out there as far as this project Emyoonga is concerned, and much more, and the greater plans that they have ahead for this initiative. So it is something to stay for all of us to tap as Ugandans. Before we let him go, a word of encouragement to the viewer, to the citizens, to your voters, to your people, to all the Ugandans out there, what for them?
I can give them 3 words. Please, Ugandans, save. Please, Ugandans, save. Please, Ugandans, save money. That's all. If you save money, you will enjoy life. If you save money, you will have something to save your life tomorrow. Whatever money you earn, save something. This stomach you see in Uganda, you say Rubuto Choto. So, even if you eat a lot, we have been eating. You see, even if you eat loads of food, this stomach will never appreciate. It will never. You have to control this stomach. You see, it is the trouble causer. The money you eat today will never support you tomorrow. The money you eat today will never support your children. There are so many people that do not have degrees in their families, but they have all those, the monies that would have supported their children to acquire degrees is in the stomach. They have eaten all the degrees in the stomach, the motorcycles, and the motor cars and big buildings, the good houses are in the stomach. This stomach here can eat 4 apartments This stomach, I can. So, please control your stomach, control your appetite. You will get it there. Please, Ugandans, understand me. I beg that you understand me properly, well, and forgive me for some statements, but that you might think are not okay. But I know that when you get there, you will appreciate. At least you try to follow my advice. It is very hard, but you try. I know life is sweet. You will appreciate. You will appreciate.
I wish you well, and we salute you and appreciate the great work that you're doing. Well, that's it for this particular edition that is coming your way, a special edition, a wonderful conversation that we just had as a national broadcaster with the Honorable Minister. Wish you all the best. With Emyoonga and lots to do. A good thing you have a big heart for the Ugandans out there, not only for those in your constituency, than the ones you serve that are closer to you.
But entire Uganda is my constituency.
But all of them.
Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for watching and following this conversation. Wish you all the best. God bless you.